Well, my next guest is undoubtedly enjoying his most successful and, by the way, broad reaching racing season in his entire career this season. From dirt to pavement, the pride of Elk Grove, California has beaten the very best, no matter what end of the United States they come from. Fans and his fellow competitors call Kyle Larson Young Money, and he's here with me inside the wind tunnel today. Kyle, thanks so much for grabbing us a little bit of time. I want to get right into the deep end. Who gave you that nickname, Young Money?
So 2011, I was racing USAC stuff, and there was an official that I think first gave me the nickname, and then the announcer that year, Blake Anderson, he started calling me that all over the PA system, and it kind of stuck from there. So yeah, it's been about 10 years now, that nickname.
Well, you've got a few more years before they have to call it middle-aged money. So, everything's good. I mentioned when I introduced you that you're enjoying what has to be considered your best season ever. Can you put a finger on what has just made everything come together, whether it's a dirt late model, dirt midget, or a cup car, whatever you strap yourself in this season, you seem to go right to victory lane. What is it?
I don't know. I mean, I think first off, it's really good equipment that I'm racing. I get to race for some great car owners and crew chiefs. I'm in the best of the best stuff. There's obviously, everybody else has really good stuff as well, but I think, having that equipment underneath you and then racing as often as I do, I think, keeps me sharp and fresh. And, I've gotten a lot of experience these last few years of driving different things, and it all kind of feels the same eventually.
Well, your performance certainly is the same, but as I listen to in-car radios, or as I see you, whether it's at the quarter-mile dirt track at Indianapolis Motor Speedway, or at Knoxville, or at the Chili Bowl, or at Daytona, or at Charlotte, you have this very inquisitive approach to things. Will Power, it's always over on the IndyCar side, has always said to me, he's constantly second guessing himself. Doesn't strike me that you do that. Instead, you devote your attention to what is the littlest, tiniest thing that I can do better that will make me better. Am I onto something there?
Yeah, I mean, I think, yes. Yeah, I mean, I think you always second guess yourself, though, as well. I feel like you never make the perfect move, or you could always do something a little bit better. So I think just honing in on the small details of what it takes behind the wheel to execute a race. They're short races in the dirt stuff, but you have to execute each inch of the racetrack perfectly. And if you don't, you learn from it. And even if you do a good move, you can learn how to do it a little bit easier next time. And then as far as like the NASCAR stuff, you gotta, those races are long, and you can't make any mistakes either. And you have to execute right. And your team around you has to execute. So it's all different, but I think just gaining the experience to do the little things right really, can help get you wins.
I want to circle back in a moment to what I think really ignites your passion, and that's the quarter miles and the 5/8 miles and the clay and the dark clay, et cetera. But you have certainly established yourself as one of the leaders in Cup as part of the Hendrick Motorsports team. This is your first year there. What is maybe one or two things that beforehand, before you got to Mr. H's operation, that you didn't realize were so much of the foundation of their success?
Well, I think the foundation of their success is Rick Hendrick himself. He is just a great leader, a great person. You're very, he motivates the people around him to, be great at what they do, whatever that job might be, and to go above and beyond to be better. And he actually, he cares about his people. He's got like 11,000 employees or something throughout all of his businesses, and he cares for every single person. And I think that right there is really what makes, a race team or a business really succeed. When the guy at the top of the pyramid, cares about everybody, it makes everybody want to, do good for him.
How has he made you care more? Because it's pretty obvious that just as you said, as he does with all 11,000 employees, but there's a sparkle in your eye when you sit there and you get the hug or the handshake from Mr. H.
Yeah, I think just not wanting to let him down, and
Hmm.
he's very competitive and loves winning, and he gets really excited when things are going good, and if you have a mistake or a bad call made by NASCAR, like, it fires him up and he's upset. So I love that passion, and it drives me to be passionate and just want to do a good job and succeed for him, and that way we can succeed together. So yeah, he's an amazing owner, an amazing person, and I'm very fortunate to have met him and got to know him, and now race for him.
And he put a lot of faith in you.
Oh yeah, 100%. He's definitely put a lot of faith in me. There's a lot of people, Rick has put a lot of faith in me, Jeff Gordon, HendrickCars.com. There's so many people that put faith in me, but without him, it wouldn't all be possible.
All right, let's circle back to what I think actually gets your motor running. And that's not to deter from what you do on a Sunday afternoon on the cup level, but it's these hundreds of races that you compete, whether it's Grandview Speedway or Knoxville, Iowa. What is it about Kyle Larson and running the dirt short tracks of America, whether they're midgets, sprint cars, wing sprints, or even now, you're getting pretty damn good in the dirt late models too.
Yeah, thank you. I don't know. I love dirt racing, and I mean, I love racing just in general. And with dirt racing, you can go run a lot of midweek shows, and there's just a lot of stuff you can hit. And I feel like the more I race, the more opportunity I have to get better at my craft, and you make myself the best race car driver I can possibly be. So, I mean, but honestly, it all boils down to me just having fun and loving driving a race car.
When you look around your peers, and when as more and more success comes their way, and I think Tony Stewart shared this with me a while back. Said you get to a point where you're no longer excited about winning. Instead, you're fearful of not winning anymore. It's a very subtle change, but how do you? Is it the short tracks that keep you with the smile on your face and the true enjoyment of all of the elements of auto racing? Because you are, it's obvious, you're having a great time.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess I haven't gotten to that point what Tony's talking about, fearful of not winning. But
I don't think you'll ever get to that point. Okay.
yeah, I mean, I hope not. But I don't know. I mean, I think towards the tail end of your career, you could feel that way, as your clock is running down, and you might never know if you win another race again. But I know I'm in the thick of my prime, and you want to take advantage of every opportunity I get.
So tell me what it meant just a couple of weeks ago to take that checkered flag and be the 2021 Knoxville National Champion.
Yeah, that was awesome. It's a race I've always, wanted to win, and been close a couple other times. And yeah, to win it, and have, the season that I've had, and all the big races I've won in a lot of different cars has been really cool. But that Knoxville Nationals win for sure stands out. Um, I wish I would have gotten to celebrate it. I had qualifying just like 8 hours after I took the checkered flag there, so I didn't really get to hang out or even see my team very much. So it really feels like it didn't happen, and feels like a blur. So um, I guess I'll need to win it again someday, and be able to celebrate my team a little bit more, and really soak it in.
Well, you keep checking off all the boxes. So what's left on the racing box list for Kyle Larson that you really, regardless of whether it's in NASCAR or in dirt, I don't care. But what are some of the things that still events you want to check off your box?
I don't know. I mean, that's tough to say. It's really, I just want to win every race I enter, and if I do that, that means I'm checking off, the big races too. So, I'd love to be able to win the Cup Series championship this year. I feel like I've got a great opportunity to do that. I think that's the one that sticks out in my mind the easiest. Not the
Mm-hmm.
easiest to get them, but like the one that I'm paying attention to the most right now that I have left this season is a championship. The World 100 in the late model, the BC 39 here tonight in the midget. Um, if my schedule works out, I would love to get the opportunity to run the National Open this year and try and win that. But I don't know. I mean, I'd like to just win every race.
How about the Indianapolis 500? Can you ever imagine Kyle Larson being in the starting field?
Yeah, I mean, I could totally imagine it. I would, like anything else, I would want it to be. I don't want to just sign up and do it and say I did it. I want to
Mm-hmm.
be in a great car with a great team, put the effort in to go out there and try and win the Indy 500. So that takes a lot of time and effort, but if the right opportunity was there, I would 100% do it.
Kyle, I have no doubt in my mind that you are going to accomplish all those things and check all of those boxes. There are drivers and there are racers, and you personify being a racer. I appreciate you visiting with me today here inside the wind tunnel.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks a lot.